much here at Cape Rugby TV. Don't forget, of course, you can win yourself a case of Scores Immune Booster a little bit later during the course of the show. And we're going to explain to you how you do that on Facebook and Spot the Team. This is one of my favorite flavors, pine, ginger, and lemon flavor. But let's get straight back to it. Macassar up against Primrose. Faisal, before we look at this game, important game because the winner, of course, wins the league, not just the league, but in this case, just the league. It's Super League A. That there's two things on the go. You got title and gold cup, but Super League B, that's it.
Yep, that's it. So yeah, I think like Jerome said last week, many of the teams, quite happy they've got promotion. I think that's what most of the teams are playing for.
Yeah.
This is obviously the cherry on top, and Primrose versus Macassar, it's always a big match, and I think you would want to end the season off on a high.
All right, well, let's take a look, folks. Macassar up against Primrose. This is, of course, in Super League C, looking to see who wins the league. But, of course, both these teams already know that they're going to get promoted. There we go. Fantastic game of rugby. Jerome, we'll start with you. A win for Primrose there, 37-25 over Macassar. Quite a game.
Yeah, what a good game. I think Primrose actually deserved to win that game. It was a good game. I mean, Macassar never gave up, but at the end of the day, Primrose just a little bit too strong, but great rugby.
Yeah, and Faisal, I mean, both sides playing fantastic rugby on the day. And not that there was no, I mean, I know Primrose won it, but it was good enough rugby for quite a while to think this is going both ways until Primrose got the dominant upper hand and then just ran away with it.
Yeah, no, I think good finishing off our Primrose is, like you said, I think they were dominant. But I think the key thing here is, two well-rounded teams had good seasons and that there. So I think both of them would be quite happy. Obviously, Primrose still celebrating. I think it helps them a lot in terms of planning and prep work. But again, it's like you're back to the drawing board and you need to start planning again now for next year.
Yeah, well, Ricky Peterson's done a great job at Primrose, Jerome, to get the team from, into this position and win the league. And I think the thing that as always, that I think I'm always blown away with the most is the fans. We saw Macassar fans there in their droves. The Primrose fans, we know, always kind of come out. And I mean, what a accolade for both teams, but for teams to come together, coaches come together, managers come together, ultimately to get the job done.
Yeah, and I mean, like you say, compliments to both coaches. I mean, to get the teams up and to play rugby like this till the last game. Some teams will give up, but not one of those teams gave up. And interesting, where I was sitting on that open stand there, I think there were a lot of guys from either Langa Club or somewhere around there. And then they were just cheering, but they were just cheering for the rugby. And then the one guy asked him, "Why are you cheering?" He said, "I'm cheering for rugby. It's good rugby.
Yeah.
This is great rugby. It's running rugby.
Yeah.
No one cares. Both teams, they score tries and it look good." So it's actually good to see that the fans come out and they don't even have a club there, but they still come to watch. So it's good.
No, it is amazing. Yeah. Right. All right, gentlemen, let's stay with Super League C. Of course, we know their Primrose goes through, but the other big important game here was Goodwood and Atlantis in Super League C. Knowing that position 3 is going to be playing against position 13 in Super League B for that playoff, which comes this weekend. So, yeah, big game. Let's go straight to it, folks. This is Goodwood up against Atlantis. There we go. Congratulations then to Goodwood, walking away 24-20. Faisal, this one was particularly important for both teams, for Goodwood and Atlantis, because this was the last chance, absolute last chance, to make it into promotion.
Yeah, I think Goodwood will be quite happy with it. They had a good season. It's a bit pity not to see them there in that top 2. But I think, ending off in 3rd position, still having another chance at it, I think they'll be quite happy with it.
This, of course, means they go into the playoffs now this weekend.
Yeah, so basically they've ended 3rd in Super League C. Yeah. So they would play against number 13, I think it's Strand. So, I mean, that's a game to look forward to.
Yeah. Right, folks, we are going to talk more about that. We'll get Mr. Jerome into the picture to tell us about some of the predictions coming up for this weekend. But that is the playoffs at City Park this weekend. But let's take a break. When we come back, we go straight to Franschhoek and Gryfontein.